Hello guys, this is Virtually Song from Team Sweet 16 and today I'm going to be showcasing my circuits for my Shade Master Robot model. So this is the model right here, and how it works is it has three sensors and an actuator, and this represents my actuator. And how it works is the sensors, once they sense a value above my set limits, they would automatically trigger this mechanism. So this right here is my shade cloth, and how the shade cloth works is the shade cloth automatically extends and retracts when my actuator, which is a motor, starts spinning. And the purpose of this robot is meant to shade over an area, and this area, plants are planted in this area, so that's why it's used. So let me move over to my circuit right here. um in my circuit, we can see bunch of motors and sensors. So this is my Arduino, this is my distance sensor, this is my temperature sensor, and this is my light sensor. And these are two motors and a battery, so they are all connected together to a breadboard. So if I look over at my code, let me scroll down a little bit. Can see my loop. I declared all my sensors, and I have a loop right here. So let me start my simulation to explain it better. So if I look at my serial monitor, I can see this first value represents my distance value. It's measured in inches. So right now it's at 11.3 inches. Let me extend this a bit to like 30 inches, above 30 inches. So what happens is we can see this second value. This represents my temperature. It's measured in degrees Celsius. And the last value, 6, that's my light value. So in my code, I set that if my temperature value or my light value exceed my set limit of 40 degrees Celsius or 500, then what would happen is my motors would start spinning forward. So let's see, I increase this. Right now it's at 15. Okay, my temperature increased to 58 degrees Celsius and my motor started spinning forward. So what happens is they would keep spinning forward until my distance sensor reaches a value of less than or equals to 6 inches. So the reason for that is if I move back to my model, we can see this, the distance between my distance sensor and the base of my shade mechanism, it's approximately 30 inches. And when it's fully extended, I didn't want it to reach the full top. So that's why I set it to a distance of 6 inches. So this is approximately 6 inches. So if I go back to my code, if I bring this below 6 inches, what happens is the motor stops spinning. So I set it in the code here that I stop spinning. And it would keep remaining this state until I reduce this temperature to a value that's less than 40 degrees Celsius. So right now it's at 58 degrees Celsius. If I reduce this to, it's at minus 19 degrees Celsius right now. So what happens is the motor starts to spin backwards. And the reason for this is once it spins forward and it reaches the distance of 6 inches or less than 6 inches here, because it's just a representation from my circuit. So once it reaches less than or equal to 6 inches, um, that means the mechanism is fully extended. So the next, when it reach the temperature gets below 40 degrees or the light value gets below 500, then it would start spinning backwards to reverse this and make it be retracted. So it's supposed to be fully retracted and lets the sunlight hit the plants again, since it's not too intense for them. So we keep spinning backwards until this distance sensor measures the distance of above, greater than or equal to 30 inches. So you can see it in the code here. If it's greater than or equal to 30 inches, my motor stops spinning. This was Team Sweet 16 Shade Master Robots. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it.